Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. Over in the Raggy's tap room, as you can see by the sign on the wall behind me, drinking from Aldi. It's their Lot 10 Brewing Company Pale Ale. Obviously, Lot 10 is another fake name. Batch number 9, it says. Got this for Christmas from my workmates over at Cockcliffe Country House Hotel. So that was really kind of them, and I appreciate the thought put into it. On a year when I'm not suffering bloody anxiety, stress over cars, wedding vows, money, it would have probably been a lot better. Hoppy and premium, brewed with Citra Mosaic, Topaz, Ella, and Galaxy hops. It just says it's brewed for Aldi, 4.8%. It doesn't say who brewed it. So we'll give it a pour, see how it cooks, see how the cookie crumbles. It's a lively little fella. I'm sure the last one was lively as well. It was. The first one that I reviewed was a bit lively. Strange. Two lively ones. So crystal clear golden pour. 2 fingers of head. Yeah, so got this for Christmas, at a time where we've been feeling. Well, I'll be honest, we are hemorrhaging money at the moment. And I mean, I know we're all suffering and we're all struggling, paying out bills, especially people on low incomes. People who are rich, yeah, they might be paying a bit more out. But I mean, I watched Martin's Money program last night, and you seen these people. I've got 20 grand sitting there, and I'm thinking, fucking hell, I wish I had 20 grand sitting there. Hey, you got fucking 20 quid sitting there. Oh dear. Hey. And because it's this time of the year, I don't do my extra work as well, extra gardening, which does bring a few pennies in. One, because it's too bleeding cold, and people don't really want you around in the winter. So, I mean, I did have a project the other year where I was going around every week. And I tell you what, extra 30 quid a week helps massively. There's we ain't got a lot of money. Every little bit of money helps, doesn't it? And I think we've been kicking above our weight for a while, and punching above our weight, or kicking even, and multiple things all at once, as kind of gave us the spanking that we really did not want. It is what it is. There's not much we can do about it. Oh God, the colour's gone funny on me. That's better. Yeah, it is what it is. There's not much we can do about it. But so anyway, back to the beer. I do apologise for that. I do like to give people who watch the channel regularly an insight into, maybe what's going off in the world, and and letting people know that we're all suffering shit. We've got a car we can't take off the drive. I'm going to do it. Once I know from trading standards what's going off, there's going to be a video going on. And it's going to name and shame. I don't fucking care. But until that time comes, I'm going to have to be careful. So, slightly hazy golden pour whitehead. So what's this classed as? A pale ale. Lots of hops gone into this. Getting the slightest whiff of farmyard on this. What is it with farmyard at the moment? It's like the one style of beer that I literally try and avoid. There's definitely a whiff on that. Oh. Hoppy, flavourful. Yeah, I can't get farmyard now, so I'm not sure where that was coming from. Sometimes, your nose can. Let me just read again what it said. Yeah, it just says it's brewed with a lot of hops. So topaz, aloe, and all these other hops. To be honest, they're not hops that you see regularly in a lot of beers. So literally, I have not bought a beer now since about the 10th of December. So I think that's the longest in 4 years, maybe even 4.5 years, maybe the longest since the channel started, that I have not bought myself a single beer. I have been donated beers and donated a gift card, but never gone that long. Um, I did go out and buy some beer kits though just before Christmas, free beer kits. So I've got beer kits and I've got plenty of homebrew beer, for lives basically. So instead of cracking open a normal beer on a live, and I've got a shitload of homebrew. So that's a good thing, I suppose, for the lives. I've got 12 bottles of wine as well that I can't touch because they're for my wedding. Unless I do touch them and then put them back at some stage. Uh, we'll see. We'll see. See how we go with that one. Talking of weddings, I still ain't got a best man. I haven't asked anybody yet. And yeah, I still ain't got a best man. And we haven't sent no invitations out yet either. Fucking, it's just, we're not normally disorganised, but we've just had one thing after another, to another, to another, to another. And it's like, fuck off. I've now come to the conclusion that certain factors are way out of my control. And certain things are done shall we say, where you earn your money. And I smell what the rock is cooking. And I'm not saying anything, I'm observing. And I've took steps already to make sure that these people can't read any. I mean, even if they're friends of mine, they won't be able to read anything that's going off anymore. And yeah, sometimes your closest. Sometimes in shall we say a work situation, people who try to be your friends aren't necessarily your friends, and you've got to be ever so careful. Um, Not always, no, no, but sometimes people, especially those who aspire to be something more, can use you. Not so much in my job because I'm the only gardener, but can use you as a stepping stone to tread you into the ground, be your friend, and then all of a sudden do the dirty on you. And it's something I've seen over the years. So yeah, it's for the second beer review on the road. Uh, it's an okay beer. It's nothing special. It's tasting okay. Um, with all those hops in, you'd expect it to be some sort of citrusy tropical bomb, but it's just an easy going, easy tasting beer. Um, yeah, I wouldn't say that it's massively citrusy, massively tropical, but yeah, it's just an easy tasting. Some beers are very hard to categorise and to put into any. I mean, unless they're sort of a certain thing, and you can pick the flavours out easily. Um, some beers you just literally drink them and you think, "Fuck, what's that about?" And one of them beers. Like I say, there's a bite to it, and it's easy enough drinking. It's just again nothing exciting. Nothing exciting beers on a row. And after my red card yesterday, yeah, my own fault. Overdid it. Yeah. I'm keeping that beer review back because it did top me over the edge. I was alright until that one beer. Yeah. Fucking 17% beers. They always fuck you up. But yeah, in any case. So for me, Lock 10 Brewing, nothing special, but it's an introduction to what craft beers are like. You know, it's certainly not a modern trad beer, but it's certainly not a good craft beer. So there are better craft beers available at supermarket prices, and I'm talking home bargains, but home bargains only when you get the ones that are the good batch. If you get the shit batch, no, they're not. They're fucking worse. They taste awful and the worst. But if you get the good batch, then you're laughing. It's fucking strange with batches, eh? It just makes you chuckle, doesn't it? You know, you'd think quality control would be the thing, but not always. So for me, for this particular beer, I'm going to say give it a 3.9 out of 5. I'm just I'm going to start being a bit heavier on supermarket beers because supermarket beers have got this thing where they're there for the masses, and whether they've got lots of money to produce these beers or not, you know, people's perception of beer is judged by what supermarkets do. A lot of the mainstream, the absolute mainstream, they're like, oh, what's this craft beer like then? And they'll drink a craft beer, one of these supermarket craft beers, and they'll think, fucking shit, that is. Tastes awful. If they get a bad one. And then they'll think, okay, there's a bottle shop here. Oh, Jesus Christ. £5 and upwards for a beer. Fuck's that? I'm not paying £5 upwards for a beer. And they don't understand that, you know, there's a lot of goes into these beers. Are they overpriced? It's hard to know. It's hard to know. Government duty don't help, obviously. But yeah, there's the score. There's the thing. A bit longer review this time. Thank you for watching. See you soon. And cheers, everyone.